Hello everyone, welcome to my video. Today we're going to solve IGCSE Mathematics differentiation from the 0580 course. Alright, let's start. The diagram shows a sketch of the graph of y equals 3 plus 2x minus x squared. A is the point negative 1, 0, so I'm just going to write that over here, negative 1, 0. And B is the point 2, 3, so I'll just write it over here, 2, 3. So we need to find the derivative of 3 plus 2x minus x squared. So first thing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange this into minus x squared plus 2x plus 3. So the way that you work out the derivative is that you take the index and you bring it to the front and then you reduce the index by 1. So in this case, we take the 2, we bring it to the front, so it becomes minus 2x. And then we reduce it by 1, so it becomes 2 minus 1, which is just 1. Now for 2x, we take the index, in this case the index is just 1, we bring it to the front, so it becomes plus 2, and then we reduce the index by 1, so 1 minus 1 is 0, so 2x to the power of 0. And for the 3, since the 3 does not have any variables, in this case it just becomes 0. Now we can simplify this. So minus 2x to the power of 1, well, that's just minus 2x. And x to the power of 0 is just 1, because anything to the power of 0 is 1. So 2 times 1 is 2. So we can write it like this. And then we can just leave the 0. So now we can just rearrange this as 2 minus 2x. And then we can write that over here. So this is our gradient function. Now we need to show that the equation of the tangent at A, so there's a tangent at A, is y equals 4x plus 4. So a tangent is basically a straight line touches a point on the graph. So if I draw out a tangent, it looks something like this. So it's a straight line that just touches the point at A and it just goes on forever. So this is what a tangent essentially is. It's a straight line that just touches the point at A and it just goes on. So we need to show that the equation of this tangent, this straight line, is y equals 4x plus 4. So the first thing what we're going to do is that we need to find out the gradient of this line. So in order to do that, we can take our gradient function, which we worked out over here, and then we can sub in as the x value over here, minus 1. So it becomes 2 minus 2 times minus 1. So this is how we find the gradient. So we can put this into our calculator. 2 minus 2 times negative 1, it just equals to 4. So our gradient for this line, this tangent line, is 4. So we know that the equation is y equals 4x plus c. But how do we work out the y-intercept? Well, in order to do that, we can just sub in the x and y value from the values here. So since the x value is negative 1 and the y value is 0, we can just write 0 is equals to 4 times negative 1 plus c. And then we can simplify this. 0 equals negative 4 plus c. And in order to get c on its own, we just add 4 on both sides. So we get c is equals to 4. Now we can write the equation of the tangent is y equals 4x plus 4. And then we have proved the equation of the tangent. Now we can move on to the next question. So the line L is perpendicular to the line y equals 4x plus 4. The line L passes through the point B, and we need to find the equation of the line L, and we need to give our answer in the form of y equals mx plus c. So I'm just going to draw out another line here. So a line is perpendicular to this line over here, so, and it passes through the point B. So essentially it will look something like this. Okay, it's not a perfect sketch, but you get the idea. So this line is perpendicular to this other line, and it passes through this point B. So there's one thing that you have to remember whenever you solve a question like this, is that whenever you see the word perpendicular, you have to remember these two words, negative reciprocal. So basically, the gradient of this line is just the negative reciprocal of this line. So we know that the gradient of this line over here is 4. So the negative reciprocal of the line over here is just negative 1/4. Now we know that the equation of the other line is y equals minus 1/4x plus c. So the same way we work out the y-intercept, we just sub in the value of x and y over here. So the x value is 2 and the y value is 3. So we can write it over here. 3 is equals to negative 1/4 times 2 plus c. Now this is just an equation to solve, so we can just simplify this. 3 is equals to minus 2/4 plus c. We can simplify this fraction, it just becomes 1 and 2. 3 is equals to negative 1/2x plus negative 1/2 plus c. And then to get c on its own, we just simply add 1/2 on both sides. So 3 plus 1/2, which we can write over here. 3 plus 1/2 is just 7/2. So c is equals to 7/2. Now finally, we just need to write one last step. Y is equals to negative 1/4x plus 7/2. So we can write our final answer over here. Y is equals to negative 1/4x plus 7/2. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give a like and please make sure to subscribe to my channel and let me know in the comment section which other topics I should solve. Thank you.